There's something about Elden Ring that I've wanted to get off my Double D Diesel chest for a while. First and foremost, I think it's a fantastic game. Tingles my vajayjay. This is coming from someone who's never played a Front Software game before. I am a newcomer to the gameplay, so I'd probably enjoy Dark Souls and Bloodborne as well. So overall, I did like the game, but I never really got around to doing a second playthrough, and I was surprised at myself for not doing this because I thought that, this game was amazing, and it still is. It's still good, but I'm asking myself, why do I not want to play a second time? And I eventually came to the conclusion that the reason why I don't want to play again is because of the world itself. While aesthetically pleasing, it kind of feels empty to me. Now, there's shit to do. You can find different tasks, different quests. You can kill different enemies. I personally feel like they did fine with the exploring aspect of the game. Just walking around different locations and finding mini-bosses to kill, that's fine, but the characters that you don't fight are painfully fucking boring. And because of that, it's hard to build a connection with the actual world itself. When I started my first playthrough of Elden Ring, I was totally hooked on the story. But as I slowly started to realize, I'm not playing Elden Ring to immerse myself in the world, I'm only playing it just to complete it. That extra layer of depth when I play a video game wasn't present. I still had enjoyment fighting the demigods because those characters were interesting, the ones you actually fought. But the ones you interact with, the ones you're supposed to save, I don't remember any of their fucking names. Most of them are just like Skyrim miscellaneous quests or like, hey, go find this, go get me that. There's a lady at the round table hold that gives you free hugs and she gives you a 5% debuff, so that stuck with you for the entire game. And then she has the audacity to set up an ending where you can help her cause. Go blow a whale, I'm not helping you. There is a character whose name I do remember because she is one of the main characters of the story, that being Melina. She was especially disappointing. For someone that's supposed to help you on your journey throughout the game, she just kind of appears, says some shit, and then leaves. She barely interacts with the story. She barely interacts with the player. Maybe have Melina give the player certain summons along the way, or have her be the hugger lady and have her embrace the player when the player needs to be healed or just comforted. Like, just, build that connection between the player and this supposedly important character. On my first playthrough, I knew what her goal was, but not really why she wanted to do the things she did. I mean, this isn't like Ronnie where the reasoning behind the motive is obvious, so it doesn't need to be spelled out for us.
Well, Diesel, if you read the text of the different items you find in the game and watch some YouTube videos, you understand the lore better.
Yeah, I'm not doing homework for a video game. There's no reason for anything about Melina to be mysterious, at least not throughout the entire game. Like, at the beginning, I would understand that, but it should be revealed to us why. She just feels absent from the game, and part of the reason for that is her dialogue is sometimes optional. When Melina offed herself, I didn't really care. I guess you're supposed to feel lonely after her death, but when you see her every other weekend, it's like, do I really miss her? Now, thankfully, there is one NPC in the game that you do not fight, but is rather interesting, that being Ronnie. She has a unique and great character design, she has a lot of influence and impact within the story. She also helps you out at the start like Melina, but the difference is, I can understand Ronnie's motives. Her quest is super convoluted, and I had to cheat on that, but the character herself is pretty good. Unfortunately, she's the only NPC you do not fight that I had some sort of connection with. I'm a big fan of the Elder Scrolls and the Witcher franchise because they offer great storytelling and likable characters. Elden Ring offers great potential with some of their characters, and maybe DLCs will flesh them out some more, but currently Ronnie is the only one that stands out to me, who isn't part of a boss fight. With that being said, there are other reasons to play the game. I was surprised with myself that I could actually kill some of these bosses, so it felt like a genuine accomplishment because, as you guys know, I'm pretty ass at video games. I could have thrown a fit, crying baby rage like the maidenless virgin Hassan.
I'm done. I'm done for the night. I'm done for the day. I'm done forever. Okay,
mate.
I'm done with this game.